This session is on secant method. It's in a part 4. Please look at part 1, 2 and 3 for better understanding. We will look at how to find the roots of an algebraic equation by secant method, how to derive the formula, and we will solve few problems on it. Please like, share and subscribe this particular channel. Come to secant method. As we have both bisection method and Newton-Raphson method to solve any particular problem to find the root. Bisection method we need a lot of iterations, right? If you consider the Newton-Raphson method, okay, it has an easy method to find an roots of a function. We know the formula for it is nothing but x of I plus 1 is equal to x of I minus f of x of I by f dash of x of I, right? This is a general thing that we know. But if you have a function f of x is equal to something like sine cos e power x, okay, if you have this particular format, then it is very difficult to find the f dash of x. In such cases we use a secant method. In this case what we do is nothing but, as you know that f dash of x is equal to nothing but, isn't it nothing but slope of a function f of 1 minus f of x naught by x1 minus x naught. If you consider a graph, okay, any graph, okay, if you want to find the slope between x naught and x1, right, f dash of x is nothing but f of x1 minus f of x naught by x1 by x naught. By using this method, we're defining the one more formula to find the root of a function, okay. Let f of x be a continuous function. Then the secant iteration formula to find the root of an equation f of x is equal to 0 is given as x of I plus 1 is equal to x of I minus 1 f of x of I minus x of I f of x of I minus 1 by f of x of I minus f of x I minus 1. This is a basic formula we use. If you have something functions like sine, cos or e power x, okay, then we use this particular formula. If you consider that I is equal to 1, then note that x naught and x1 are the two starting values. Then we get an x2 value which is equal to nothing but x naught f of x1 minus x1 f of x naught by f of x1 minus f of x naught. This is one more method to find the solution or root of a function, right? We're solving few problems on it. Secant method, okay, there's a basic formula, we know it, right? Now what are steps we have to follow is nothing but first we'll be finding out the x2 value by using a formula. Then second step what we do is nothing but if mod of x2 and x1 minus x1 is less than e is nothing but an error, okay, then x2 would be a root. Else what we do is nothing but when we consider s0 is equal to x1 and x1 is equal to x2, and again we'll be finding out the value of an x3 by using a formula, okay. This is nothing but process of finding the roots of a function, okay, where e is nothing but acceptable approximate error, okay. Now we'll be solving few problems on it. Now come to the question. Applying secant method, the first approximation to the roots of f of x is equal to 1 plus ln x plus x by 2, starting with function value at x naught is 0.3 and x1 is 0.4 is, okay. They are just asking for first approximation, right? By secant method, we know the formula for it is nothing but x2 is equal to x naught f of x1 minus x1 f of x naught by f of x1 minus f of x naught, right? This is the formula, we know it. We got the values of an x naught which is equal to 0.3 and we are given the x1 value which is equal to 0.4. So first what you finding the value of f of 0.3, right? And the function is given, right? F of x is equal to nothing but 1 plus ln of 0.3 plus 0.3 by 2. We get the value as nothing but minus 0.053. Okay. Now we're defining the value of f of 0.4. Then you get f of 0.4. Use a calculator. Okay. Then we get as 1 plus ln of 0.4 plus 0.4 by 2. Use the calculator. Then we get the value as is equal to 0.2837. Okay. So just substitute the values here. We get it as 0.3 into 0.2837 minus minus get cancelled, so it becomes plus 0.4 into 0.053 whole divided by 0.2837 plus 0.053. Just substitute the value, you get the value as 0.314. Okay, the answer is nothing but 0.314. It is just a note for you. Okay, just remember it. In few of the exams it might be asked. Okay, it's very important. The order of convergence. Order of convergence is nothing but the speed at which the error goes to 0. Okay, in the case of Newton atom method it is 2. Okay, and secant method it's 1.62, and bisection method it is 1. We know that speedest method of finding the roots is nothing but Newton-Raphson method. But in the case of an secant, cos, or tan, or log, or e power x, or sine, we'd be using a secant method. So its order of convergence is 1.62. A bisection method is lots of iterations would be there. So it is 1. Okay, just remember this one.